Hey everyone, it's Josh. A couple of weeks ago, I made a couple of videos entitled Gen Z dating advice. And I probably should not have named those videos Gen Z dating advice because I didn't actually give any dating advice in those videos, nor did I intend to. My videos, this isn't a dating channel, and my videos, weren't intended to tell like a young Gen Z guy to say what to say to a Gen Z girl to, make her like him or give him her phone number or whatever the case might be. I don't even think they give phone numbers out no more. I think they give out Snapchats now. I think if a girl likes you these days, she gives you her Snapchat or her Instagram. I think getting phone numbers is kind of outdated because nobody really talks on the phone. Anyway, I got a little pushback for those videos because of what I said, but the things I was saying in those videos, and I'll link them down below, is I wanted to address the number one reason why Gen Z men have so much trouble being attractive to Gen Z women. We're talking Generation Z here, so that's what I mean by Gen Z. Why Gen Z women just really aren't attracted to young Gen Z guys. And it's true, when you look at the stats and you interview these college students and everything, something like 30% of young women on a college campus have never had a boyfriend. I'm talking about heterosexual women. And they can only name like maybe 5 guys they've been attracted to their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem. Men and women aren't hooking up. And what I said in my video, well, it's actually 2 videos because it was a 2-parter, but what I said in my video is I addressed what I believe is the number one reason why Gen Z men have so much trouble getting Gen Z women to notice them. And the number one thing, this is the number one reason before you even get to anything else. The number one thing is the fact that Gen Z men, as Andrew Tate would put it, are pansies. They are cowards. They are people that, there's a few exceptions to this rule, but generally these are people that will not fight their own battles, no matter what. These are guys that will call the police or run and tell a professor when they've got a fist fight on their hands or when they're being bullied by another dude on campus, that they won't never actually pick up their own hands and fight their own battles. And, a lot of these guys, too, they'll talk a lot of smack on the internet to people. They'll call you all kinds of names on the internet, talk about your mama, everything. Then when you catch up with them in person and want to pick up your hands and go at it with them, they want to call the police, or they want to hide behind some women, or they want to, report you to the school to try to get you expelled or whatever. That's why Gen Z guys, that's why Gen Z women don't like you. That is the main, there's a lot of reasons, but that is the main number one reason why Gen Z women don't like you. God has yet to make a woman, God has yet to design a woman who's attracted to a coward. God has never and will never design a woman who's attracted to a man who is either too afraid or just unwilling to fight his own battles. This is just a fact of life. And by the way, it's not women being judgmental of you. It's pure, really biological. You've got to understand things from a woman's point of view. When a woman is gauging you for potential dating interest or whatever, she's got 2 brains working. For the first is her conscience brain, which is trying to figure out if she likes your charm, your personality, your looks, whatever. But her subconscious brain is working as well. And the first thing a woman seeks on a subconscious level, as well as a conscious level, but for the purposes of what I'm saying here, we'll just call it subconscious. The first thing a woman seeks is protection. The first thing her subconscious is asking her when she's analyzing you is, can this guy protect me in the face of danger? Or will he at least give it his all trying to protect me in the face of danger? Okay, so that is the very first thing that a woman asks herself internally, whether she consciously knows this or not. That's the very first thing. Well, when you're going back and forth with a woman, trying to get her phone number, trying to gain her interest, whatever, that's the first thing her subconscious is asking her. Can this guy protect me? And when you have like a bully on your hands or a potential fist fight on your hands or whatever, and you back down from that fight, or you run from that fight, or you call the police on the other guy, or you report the other guy to a professor or whatever, there is nothing that turns a woman off more. Nothing. I mean, dude, you could seriously walk up to a woman, pick your nose right in front of her, eat your own boogers, and you would still have a better chance with her than if you cowered your way out of a battle that you were engaged in, whether that was a bully picking on you at the college or whatever that is. When you go to the police, when you've got a fight on your hands, a bully on your hands, whatever, or you report that to a professor or to the school or whatever and get the guy expelled, nothing turns a woman off more. Nothing. She might still be your friend. She might feel sorry for you. But on a romantic level, on a sexual attraction level, on a romantic dating attraction level, you can't do no worse than that. Again, this is just biology. There's no getting around this. No woman wants a man who can't or won't fight his own battles, including his physical battles. This is true whether you guys like it or not. And this is especially true if you're one of those guys who will talk all kinds of smack to another guy on the internet, or talk about a guy on a social media app, make memes about another guy, whatever, and then he confronts you to your face and you're backing down and you're cowering and you're scared. Dude, no woman's going to want you after that. None. And when you do something like that, it don't matter how much, like, if you want to talk about having game or whatever, no amount of game will get you around this. You know, some guys get girls with their looks. Other guys get girls with their sense of humor. Other guys get girls by being a smooth talker. Let me tell you something. None of that is going to help you if a woman thinks you're a coward. You could have perfect muscles, six-pack abs. You could have the best sense of humor in the world. You could be the most charming, smooth-talking guy in the world. Have all the game in the world, and you still won't be able to get a woman to save your life if they think you're a coward. There's absolutely nothing no amount of game, charm, anything like that is going to help you with women if they think that you are afraid to fight your own battles, or that you're always trying to get others to fight your battles for you. This is just what's real. I don't care what other women tell you. They're going to tell you the politically correct thing because they don't want to be ostracized. But what a woman tells you and what she really feels can be two different things sometimes. So, you know, I was asked why Gen Z men have such a hard time with Gen Z women, and why Gen Z women just don't like most Gen Z guys, and that's why. Now, if you are a stand-up guy, and you do fight your own battles, and you're willing to pick up your fist when a bully, approaches you, that doesn't necessarily mean all the girls are going to suddenly start liking you. There's still issues there. There's still, are you this girl's type? Are you compatible? Do your personalities connect? So on and so forth. So there's still other issues there. But without that baseline of a woman knowing that you'll man up when you have to man up, that you'll fight your own battles when you're presented with a battle? You've got no chance. I know a lot of you young Gen Z guys don't want to believe that because you grew up in a world where you're the first generation that grew up in a world where you talked all kinds of smack about other guys on a computer and got away with it because nobody does anything about it anymore. But you've got no heart. You've got no courage. You've got no soul. That's why Gen Z women don't like you. And until you guys change that, it's going to be the same thing. You know, Andrew Tate is right about Gen Z. And listen, I'm not really an Andrew Tate guy. I don't really like him. I think he goes too far with a lot of stuff. But his basic premise about Gen Z is absolutely correct. Women know that you guys are weak, both physically and mentally. Gen Z women know that guys their age are weak mentally and physically. And not only are weak mentally and physically, but are unwilling to even consider the thought of fighting their own battles, of backing up the shit they talk online in person. Women notice that shit. Doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't matter whether they tell you you're an all right guy or not to your face. If they know you're the type that's like that, they're never going to date you. That's just the way it is. So, I don't know. I don't want to keep repeating myself here, but I stand by what I said. I'm not an expert level guy with expert level game, and nor do I have any interest in being so. But you Gen Z guys will do better with Gen Z women when you stop being a bunch of pussies. Okay, so that's all for today. My Venmo's linked down below. Please show your love. I'll talk to you guys soon.